All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Janet Keuster. I'm director of the Music Connection, and I've been teaching lessons for probably at least 40 years. So I would love to give you some suggestions and advice. If you're an adult that's looking to get into music lessons, I'd love to talk to you. So I want to talk about why you would even take up music lessons as an adult. Well, one of the reasons I can think of is simply because I want to. A lot of times taking music lessons or learning how to play instruments on your bucket list. So to me, that's a great reason alone. I think it's a great hobby. Playing music is just a great hobby, and it can help you relieve stress. Learning something new, believe it or not, can be fun if you just take it one step at a time and you put a smile on your face and you think, wow, this is really fun. And in some ways, learning as an adult, believe it or not, especially with music, can actually be a little bit easier. When maybe if you took lessons as a child, you remember being perplexed about how to read music or what was all this every good boy does fine stuff about. But when you get older, you start to realize that there's a pattern to the alphabet. You realize that there's skips and steps in an alphabet. And you've also had the whole experience of actually learning a language like English. And so learning a musical language is actually pretty easy. And you've had a lot of learning experiences that will help make it a lot easier this time around. I think another thing that's very important about taking lessons, it just helps us cope with so many things. It helps us cope with the inevitabilities of aging. If you're dealing with things like joint problems or mobility problems, sometimes things like this can actually help. It can help limber up the joints. It helps us use our joints so we don't lose it. And many, many times, music teachers can make little adaptations that will make learning music easy and fun. Or even thinking about a different instrument that might be very fitting for you. Like, for example, a piano can be very good if you're still very flexible in the fingers. Violin might be a little bit more difficult, but we can also work with the equipment and find ways to adapt the instrument to you. And then one of the other reasons to take lessons is, sometimes it gets a little bit lonely as we grow older. And the nice thing about it is when you take lessons, you're not alone. You have a teacher there supporting you, but you also have a network of friends that are really rooting for you. And once you get over that initial shyness, if you just jump in and try and play with others, you meet a lot of people and you can also have a lot of fun.